And what we have in terms of the data, even just manually the use of CCTV cameras and deploying a specialised team of people, which I'm announcing today, to get to those hotspots using real-time information, it's just fantastic. And, you know, at the end of the day, I just want to echo this message. Complacency is going to kill us. If we're complacent with COVID across our community, people are going to get sick and we're going to lose lives. And what we want to do, certainly in terms of our transport system, is use every available resource to make sure that people maintain that 1.5 metres, don't get crowded on services and don't risk their lives. And to have an additional 80 staff backing up our front line, deployed specifically, monitoring the 11,000 cameras, CCTV cameras across the network, using the load data on the trains to ensure that we can get there quickly and get people safe, is what this is all about. And so for us, this is a really important initiative. It's one which is very insightful in terms of the community. The other thing is the community's been magnificent over the last week. I mean, if you look at the number of people that we're having to carry, the urging of people to continue to work from home, the way in which, and Sarah and I couldn't be more proud in terms of the way in which the schools have worked with transport and the teams to make sure our littlies are safe. It's been a truly significant effort. I can confirm, just based on yesterday, that the numbers of students travelling on the network is 60% down on this time last year. So people are listening, and that's very, very important as we work our way through the survival mode that we're all in terms of this pandemic. More broadly, can I just continue to, you know, ask people to be kind to each other, polite, respectful, acknowledge that, you know, certainly in terms of the pressure of the economy as it comes on, we know that people are going to be under more stress, but that doesn't give anyone any excuse to ill-treat either a fellow commuter or a bus driver or a train driver or a guard or station staff. We just need everybody to be very mindful that we're doing everything we can to keep people safe, but common sense has got to apply. So to that end, it's really important that we continue to work together. I'm just going to throw over to Sarah and Suzanne in terms of some words, and then we'll no doubt take some interesting questions. So,
Thanks,
Sarah.
Andrew. Thanks, everybody. Can I also just thank Andrew and everyone at Transport for the amazing work that we've seen happen over the last day or two to help get our students to school safely. I was really happy as Education Minister with how well things went yesterday for our return to school for all of our students. Our normal absentee rate is just under 10%. Yesterday we had it sitting at about 14%, which I think again is in line with the messaging that we've been saying to parents. We want you to bring your children back to school. If they're even slightly unwell, keep them at home, and I think we saw that reflected in the numbers that we had yesterday. I'll get some final data for today a little bit later, but early indications are that we're expecting similar numbers in terms of attendance, if not slightly better today. And I think the message behind that is that it really is a show of confidence by our parents and our families in our education system. They know that our teachers, our principals, our school support staff have worked really hard to get schools ready for our children to be back. I think those extra measures we have in place around cleaning and hygiene are obviously working. And like I said, I'm very happy with how things are progressing so far with schools, and I think that it's a great message of confidence that we have our children back in the classroom learning and we can get back to some sense of normal.
Good morning, and thank you all for joining us at The Rock this morning. Our customers expect us to keep them safe, and that's very much been our focus over the last few weeks and months. And we have been focusing in the early stage on making sure that our essential workers can get to work safely and that their well-being really is being looked after. We've kept the network running. We've focused on the hygiene, the cleanliness, with so many more cleaners out there. We have 1,000 cleaners out cleaning the network, cleaning the fleet, cleaning the stations. We've got hand sanitizer everywhere in the stations, and the network's continued, so we've been able to maintain social distancing. But this next chapter is quite different, and we really do need to focus as much as possible on giving our customers the right information to make the right decisions. And I'm really proud of the work that the team has done rapidly over the last few days to make sure that we have new technology, new processes in place to really support that decision making. We need our customers to be on the front foot, to be staying at home where they can, but we recognise now for the school children they are out on the network. So we need to make sure that we're looking after our school children and our essential workers. So really pleased with the work that we've been able to do, and we will continue to do, making sure that we're looking after our customers each and every day. And I think now we're probably, Rod, unless you have anything else to say, happy to take questions.
Minister, are these?
Which one? Me?
Sorry, Transport Minister.
That's all right.
These 80 people monitoring the CCTV and the like, are they at new staff? Is that a new team doing that?
Yeah, so it's an established new team as of now. There'll be 20 based here doing the monitoring, obviously assessing the data, looking across the network and getting to those areas with those other 60 staff out and about to obviously move people on and protect each other. The other thing is that some of our trains, given they're a little bit older, don't have the capacity and the ability to give us the load data. So if you take a CSAT or a KSAT or a Tangara versus the new Waratah train, which has obviously new kit and the ability to be able to assess load data, what this is about is in some ways a more manual way to deal with some of those load capacity constraints that we might have on those trains.
So the staff monitoring the CCTV see something they don't like. What happens next?
Right, so there's two avenues. First of all, there's a staff app which has been developed to give information. And secondly, obviously, they're advised and they go to those hotspots. The same way that we've also got, we've got marshalling and we've got transit police, but this customer focus team is also looking at those hotspots. And because the data is so rich, we're able to actually pretty much pick it up every day. And so what our customers are experiencing is that they are also getting smartphone application data through their travel apps, which advise them on how the services went the day before, and then they can retime their journey away from that.
That's